Hi everybody, I have a grocery outlet haul to show you, and I went in just for some kitty litter. Now I don't have any indoor cats, but I do have feral cats around here, and sometimes one or two will sneak in, and several times I didn't know. One time I found one in my bed. One time I knew she was in, mama cat, and she was trying to get out through the kitchen window, and she crashed everything in the kitchen, and that's how I woke up midnight. But I knew she was in. I just couldn't get her out and I was so tired. I couldn't keep my eyes open. I had to go to bed. So I have a litter box that I already got at at Dollar Tree in the summer, because I thought, well, Twinkle Toes is getting really tame and I might want to keep him inside. Well, I think Twinkle Toes might be living with somebody else, because I hardly ever see him, and then when I do, he comes in and he acts real spoiled. So I tamed him a little too well. So anyways, he's got a nice home. I don't know where he goes, but anyways, so I went and got this litter because in case a cat stays in and I'm not aware. Or the other day, a baby Tinks, she's so cute, she came in. I was watching TV. What was I watching? I was watching a good show. Oh, I was watching War of the Worlds, the new season on MGM Plus. It's not the movie with Tom Cruise. It is a War of the Worlds based in the UK, and it has 2 seasons. So anyways, I was watching it, and she came in and she was so enthralled. She was laying on the ground and she was just staring hard at the TV. And so I watched a few episodes. I was just kind of binge watching, and she stayed in with me the whole time. She even fell asleep watching War of the Worlds. So I thought, I got to get some litter in case she wants to spend the night, in the house. But I took her out because I didn't have a litter box. So anyways, I mean, I do have a litter box. I just didn't have any of this. So I got this for $6.99. So while I was there, I was like, I'm going to look around. So I went down. They have a really nice aisle of just pots and pans, kitchenware, glasses, all kinds of stuff for your kitchen. And so when I went, look how nice this is. When I went, I found this Phantom Chef wok, 11-inch with the lid, and I thought it was only $19.99. So I thought I have to get this because that is a steal of a deal, $19.99 for a wok. Let's see, how do I open this? I guess I just rip it. Okay, yeah, I just rip it. All right. So I was very excited about this. Now, I only have like 3 or 4 pans. I do not have hardly any cooking pans. And what I do is, because I don't want to buy a cheap set, because those cheap, when you buy a real cheap pan, they just don't work. Everything burns, and I already burned my food enough. Okay, so look at this. I got a nice rubber band. Okay, so here is the pan. Look at that. It is glistening. And here is the lid. Now the thing is I think I have another Phantom Chef 11-inch pan. And if I do, this lid is going to fit. I got to take that off. But look how beautiful this pan is. And it has this. It's supposed to be a wok, but it looks like just like a deep skillet. And I don't have any big pans. I did get one big Phantom Chef from there. I think I got them almost a year ago, probably. And I like to get my pans from Grocery Outlet. They have very nice quality, and they don't stick. And so I thought, you know what? This is big enough where I want to make a soup for myself. Because it's just myself. I'm not making soup for like a family of 6 or 8 or 10 people. I'm just cooking for myself. So this would make a good soup cooking dish, because I don't have a big casserole, and I don't have a big saucepan. I don't have a big anything like that. So I can make some soup. So I thought This will be good for my when I make stir fries, anything vegetables, and then it's also good for my soups. So I got that, which I'm very excited about. Leave that right there. Okay, and then I ended up spending, I think I forgot to tell you, I spent $39.70, which is a great amount. I mean, it's a great deal. I didn't spend a big amount. Okay, $39.70. They said I saved $43.74. So hold on. I need to move my soda. All right. So the first thing I'm going to show you, I got some salsa. Oh no, this is the guacamole. The guacamole was only 97 cents. And I have some tortilla chips, so I thought this is going to be awesome. Some guacamole, 97 cents. I'm going to reuse this rubber band. Okay, and then I also got some salsa. This is a big one, and this is only $1.47, if you can believe it. And it's mild. Oh, it says wild, mild salsa. Now, I do not like hot. I cannot eat spicy. And if, like, I was a spice girl, I'd be called mild spice because I do not like hot foods. So I got mild, $1.47. That is a great deal. Okay, and then they had more of this iced coffee. This is so awesome. And I forgot to get whipped cream. I'll get whipped cream next time. But this is mocha iced coffee. It is 50 fluid ounces. Sorry, my allergies are so bad. This was only $1.99, I think. I think. Yeah, $1.99. Ooh, almost busted that. Okay, and then I got two of these. These are so good. The beef and broccoli. These are only 99 cents. So I got two of these. So this was $6.99. That was, did I tell you the price? That was $19.99 for this pan. That is an awesome deal with a lid. You know, when you go to the thrift store, they're charging that price for an old, used, scratched up, no lid pan at the thrift stores. I said, forget it. I'm going to grocery outlet. I'm going to buy me a brand new one. Okay, and so those were 99 cents each. Those are awesome. And then I couldn't pass these up, Sour Patch Kids. They didn't have a price on the aisle. But when I asked her, she said $1.99. I was like, oh, I gotta have it. 12 ounces, $1.99. That is awesome. Sour Patch Kids, this is one of my favorite all-time candies, but I also love anything chocolate. I love chocolates. Okay, and then the last thing I got, I think, let me see. Yeah. The last thing I got is this waffle fries. This is only $1.99. It's 14 ounces, not quite 1 pound. But I like to eat homemade sandwiches. I like to have even homemade burgers. Whatever. And I thought, you know what? These waffle fries sound so good for $1.99. So I thought, I gotta get it. So I got those. And look at that. Okay, let me spread this out so I can get a screenshot right there. Okay, so everything, here's my receipt. I like to show it because a lot of people will say, no, you didn't pay it. That wasn't that cheap. Like, how is that possible? Okay, so here's my Ginger Patch Kids right here, or no, Sour Patch Kids, $1.99. My cat litter, $6.99. It charged me for that paper bag, 10 cents. I gotta find my bags. Okay, and I did take one bag. I did take my wine bag, but I forgot everything else. All right. Beef and broccoli, 2 at 99 cents, right there. Which is, those are awesome. The waffle fries, $1.99. Look at that ceramic covered wok, $19.99. Brand new, not secondhand at the thrift store, but brand new for $19.99. Iced coffee mocha, $1.99. That's so awesome. You can't even get a iced coffee uptown for $1.99. And look how big that is. Spicy Southwest guacamole, 97 cents. wild mild salsa, $1.47, $39.70. So I only went in for litter. But I think I got a great deal. I'm so excited about the wok because that wok is also going to make my soups and everything. So I can make anything. I can make eggs. I can make fried potatoes. I can make anything in that. Meats, of course, stir fries. I could steam veggies in there too. So anyways, this is what I got. $39.70 grocery outlet haul. And thank you everybody for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.